Good morning, everybody. You may have heard that some Muslim parents are bringing legal action against Michaela School in northwest London, which is known as Britain's strictest school. It has an excellent head teacher there, Catherine Burble Singh, and it has fantastic exam results, and up to now has had no problems, no complaints from the people who go there. But what is happening now is quite disturbing, not just for what's happening to the school itself, but the wider ramifications for our nation as a whole. So this legal action is being brought because the school there, Michaela School, has banned prayer rituals, which were starting to take place in the lunchtime. Now, I visited that school in 2017, so that's quite a few years ago, when I was on the London Assembly, and Catherine took me around. I know her well. I've met her on a number of other occasions around London at social events. She's a lovely person. She does an amazing job, in a very, very difficult area, providing a fantastic education for the children that go there, who are mostly multicultural, and mostly their children from an ethnic background, which was very interesting to see. But they all got on very well because of the ethos of the school and the discipline of the school. So I was shown around, and it was very, very impressive what they were doing there with very limited resources because of the ethos that she's put in place and the governors have put in place. And when I went there, this was 7 years ago before I'm making this video, there was already restrictions in there. There was already a rule that there was no religious expression allowed in the school. And that's been the case from the very beginning. I think it started in 2013, 2014, something like that. No religious expression allowed at all, because you have people from all different religious faiths and backgrounds. You have Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, other people from other religions, I guess Jains and Baha'is and, other things, other religions. And so they all got on well. And there was integration of people from vastly different backgrounds. It's never been a problem. But then just recently, some Muslim pupils started to try to circumvent that by putting their blazers down in the school playground, if you like, at lunchtime and doing Muslim prayer. So, which again contravenes the general rule that the school had in place. So the school banned this because they saw that it was actually causing friction and tensions between the different groups of people in the school along religious lines. And so some of the Muslim pupils there were doing this in contravention of the school's code, and this was actually fueling intimidation and all kinds of problems. So they banned the practice, it stopped, and then things went back to normal, things settled down, and everyone just got along again, apparently. And most of the Muslim parents didn't complain. They saw the sense of this. But one set of parents is now acting according to the supremacy that they believe in, and is taking legal action against the school to try to force them to allow their, I think it's a daughter, son or daughter, I'm not sure whether it's son or daughter, but to allow their child to continue having Muslim prayer on their own in the playground at lunchtime, which the school has said no, because that is total equality. No one is allowed religious expression because the people come from such different backgrounds that's necessary for them to integrate. It's great. It creates a good atmosphere. Everyone is focused on their schoolwork, their academic work, what they're going to do in their career, not on I'm this and you're not that. My religion's better than yours. I think this, you think that, whatever. Now, if you go to a Muslim school, that's fine. If you want your children to have daily prayer, to be able to do that, there are plenty of Muslim schools around in that part of London, in northwest London, you can send your child to. But why send your child to a school that's known for excellence? It's a great privilege to get your child into that school. And then when something is attacking the foundational ethos and the character and the atmosphere in the school, do you then attack the school for renewing their foundation and renewing the equality that's needed in that area of London in order for children to get along, to integrate, to include each other, and to focus on their schoolwork? This is an attack on the school, but it's also a test case in law. And this is a test case that is absolutely vital that Michaela School wins. And, you know, I don't think these people have a leg to stand on, because they're going to, they're attacking the school on the basis of equality, on the basis that by not allowing Muslim pupils to pray openly, and, you know, bow down to Mecca, you know, as they do 5 times a day, that is breaching the Equality Act, and they're being treated specifically badly and worse than all other pupils, which is absolute nonsense, because the fact is that no pupils are allowed to engage in religious rituals or acts. You know, you can discuss it, and I went to watch a religious studies lesson at the time, you know, and people were discussing Islam, Judaism, Christianity, you know, that's fine. There was discussion of that in the classroom, but there's no open ritual, prayer or worship or communion or hymn singing or chanting of any faith. So there is equality in the school, but they're arguing that there's inequality because Muslims deserve a higher level of equality than everybody else. So honestly, I don't think they've got a leg to stand on in the law, and hopefully they're going to get a sensible judge, not a woke judge or an Islamist judge. And there are Islamist judges who have infiltrated the system, just like there are woke judges who are favourable to the LGBT alphabet agenda and so on. And let's hope they get a good judge that is going to rule for the school and for equality and to maintain our culture. Now, I'm generally not for the Equality Act because I think, you know, everyone should have the freedom to do what they want as long as they are not harming other people. But when you have a school and the school has imposed a rule for the benefit of the students and the pupils that go there, then they should just be allowed to carry on. It works. And it's very good. I mean, you know, personally, as I say, as I've said before, I think there should be different kinds of schools. This is a secular school that's focused on academics, and it's secular because they have people from all different backgrounds and faiths coming there. But I think there should be Christian schools and Muslim schools and Jewish schools and Hindu schools in those areas for people who are of those communities. But then also that leads into another question as well. Should we really have those schools? Because should we really have had 60 years of mass immigration? So, you know, that's another question that is related to this, but I'm not going to go into that today. Obviously, if there hadn't have been lots of mass immigration from the 60s onwards and accelerating from Tony Blair's time onwards and through the 14 years of fake conservatives as well, then we wouldn't be having this problem, and we wouldn't be having this legal case. But it is happening. It's awful that it's happening to Michaela School, which is a wonderful school, and really, you know, to attack that school for what they're doing, and someone who's benefited from it, parents whose child is benefiting from having an excellent education in an area where the other alternatives are, you know, really not as good. They should be grateful. They shouldn't be attacking it with legal action. I mean, it's absolutely appalling and disgusting that this is happening, but it is. You know, I will give every support to Michaela School and Catherine Burble-Singh, who is doing a wonderful job as the headmistress of the school, and we all should be supporting her and the school as well, because it's not just supporting the school. This is a really important test case which will affect all other schools in our country as well. So if these Muslim parents win, this will be a court case ruling. This will create case law which allows Muslim supremacy in schools in the UK. That's That's how serious this is. And that flies against equality, the equality that all of the sort of, cultural Marxists have been active, being activists for and propagandizing and agitating for many years. This goes against the equality that they say they want, because this is inequality, the inequality that will raise up minority groups above the majority through the false notion of equality. This is what's happening. We've got equality, which actually creates inequality and supremacy for minority groups. This is what this is all about, and this needs to be knocked back. This needs to be sort of shot out of the park and hit on the head before it causes all kinds of problems in all kinds of areas in our nation. So that's why I'm supporting Michaela School in this side of this legal case. Thanks for listening, everyone. This is a really important issue. Please speak out for this. Speak out against this horrible and deplorable legal action that's going on at the moment. Thanks for listening, everyone. God bless you all.